And here we are for our first update for the Emerald Coast Fall Classic. Oh man, we are excited. Registration in 30 minutes. So we want to give you a little bit of information about what's going on with registrations because if you have any questions, you should answer them. So say hello, guys. Eric?
How's it going? Good to see everybody.
Hello.
All right, great. Peace. All right, so let's go ahead right into it and find out. This is our update number 1. So let's see. Huh.
Hello.
Cancel.
Hello.
Hey, Alexa, cancel. Can't believe
Alexa's
that
at
happened.
the party. She
I
heard
know,
fun.
she wanted to play too. All right. Let's get over here. So here is our tournament formats. Same as we did in the spring. They worked out really well. So we're just going to go back with it again. Co-ed doubles on Wednesday, men's and women's doubles. Somebody called me and said, what does that M/W mean? Men's and women's. We used to call it single gender. We could still do that. Friday, co-ed pucker 4-player. And then Saturday, Sunday is the single gender. There we go. Here's some big news for registration is that it will 29 minutes registration will open. So we are really excited about that. And then we'll tell you a little bit later, but we're going to stick around. We're going to do a little party at 6 o'clock to kind of monitor registration at the beginning, see if there's any problems. And everybody's invited to join in if you want to. We'll give you the link and you can join us. Two-factor verification. We are going to do two-factor verification. I know what you guys are, but tell us a little bit about that, Megan, why it's important to us.
So switching to online only has been fantastic for us. And there are still some times where we need to be able to get a hold of you guys, maybe picking up your bags, checking in your team. And this will give us the option to text you. And at the minimum, this will make sure that we have at least the captain's correct cell phone number. So it makes it easier for us to reach out and get a hold of you.
Right. And it works out really well. And Jonathan Alvarez with Volleyball Life used it up at the tournament in the Waipaca boat ride, and he said it worked great. There was a couple little glitches on certain, if you buy your phone at Walmart, you may have a problem. But anyway, so what typical with any kind of two-factor, you're going to get you get a block like this says put your mobile phone number in. Click send code. You'll get the code on your phone. Put your verification code in there and just press go, and that's it. And you just go right to the next block. So that's all it is. If you got any problems, just get a hold of support at volleyballlife.com. Or if it happens in the next few, 15 minutes after we start registration, we'll be already online, so you can just let us know then. So we're really excited about this because it'd be able to send text not only for check-in, but if we had 10 teams that didn't pick up their bags. So we can reach out and get those people as well. All right, the next big news is that we have gotten some more beach down by the Hilton Garden Inn and Holiday Inn Resort. And because we have gotten more beach down there, that area down there is going to be where our BB divisions play. So if you want to stay where you play, just go on down there. You can stay in one of those 3 hotels. 4 Point Sheridan, I've always liked that little hotel. It's so comfortable. And Hilton Holiday Inn and Hilton Garden Inn, they're both brand new. And if you just go to the accommodations section of our website, it'll tell you all about. They've all got links and they have all got little deals for you. So that's the way to go there. Next is about hurricane season. We talked about this before. I have thought about many years not doing the fall tournament because of the risk of hurricanes. We had to cancel it one time. We had to shorten it because of one time. But I've continued to put it forward because it's just really a whole different vibe than the spring, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to do that, but we're going to limit the amount of nets that we take to start with. And then as long as the beach is coming along well, then we're going to go ahead and up that. So right now we're initially going to take 50 pools per day, which is exactly the number that we had from the last fall. So we feel like we'll probably be able to accommodate just most anybody with 50 pools. So that way, and once we get closer to the tournament and we see the beach is going to stay, then we will up the nets. So here are some registration guidelines. These are things that we learned from the last tournament. And some of them are going to sound a little ridiculous, but I'm telling you, it happened. That's why we're putting them up here. You can only play on one team per tournament. Megan?
Only one team. Hannah,
Yes.
you're on my team this time. So.
Yes. So
Hannah Webber was on every roster before I.
Please know what team you're on.
Love you, Hannah.
Anyway, you can only play on one team, guys. That's just the way it is. All right. Next is you can only register one team per tournament. So we've had a couple of people last tournament. They just registered. They'd register one in A, and one in BB, and one in, you can't register more than one team. Now, we have run into people that want to sponsor teams, and they're trying to hold that spot for a sponsored team. If you do that, please contact us to let us know that that is what you're doing. We don't have a problem with that, but we do have a problem with somebody just trying to hedge their bet by entering multiple divisions in the same tournament. All right, and the last one, you can only play in one division. What this means is if you're playing 4 tournaments and you play, like, for instance, the doubles open, then you probably shouldn't be playing co-ed 4s BB. We kind of let a little bit of slack if you're playing in a co-ed. Maybe your co-ed partner is not as good as you are, and we'll look at that. But honestly, you should just play in the division you should play in. So we're kind of watching that, and we'll watch that too, and we'll reach out to you if we think you may be sandbagging. Oh, sorry. All right. So when you're entering the tournament, when you start typing the name of your teammate in there, you're going to see a drop-down menu. So what we want you to make sure is if you select that drop-down menu person, it's the right player. Because we've had some problems like, Betty Smith. Oh, there's Betty's name, and they click it in. And Betty Smith from California, she never played out here. She doesn't know why she got an email. So make sure that it is the proper person. And the best way to tell is you can check the city on there. That's the quickest way. And also there's probably going to be an email address if they've played before. So check the city, make sure it is the correct player when you're using the drop-down menu. And the next thing about entering players manually, if they haven't been in a database before and you're just typing their name in, please don't put in false information. It creates a profile for that person. And if it's false, if you just don't know it, we're not requiring it for the other team members. So just don't put in fake stuff. It's just, if we have to try to get a hold of them and it's fake. So we see a lot of that. We see a lot of the same email address, the same phone number for all 4 players. So just put them in. It'll be fun.
Yeah. If you don't know who your entire roster is, use TBA. Use TBA. That'll be the placeholder that we're allowing. If we see TBA, we know you're trying to fill your team. Put that in. That way we can track all the teams that are 1 player or 2 players. We are going to be reaching out to you to make sure you're filling your roster as we see them. And we're going to have a deadline of October the 1st to make sure that any team that has those TBAs in there is filled out and completed by then, because per the last few tournaments, we've got waitlisted teams, and those waitlisted teams are full generally.
That's for 1-person teams. Yeah. So we get people that they want to play and they just enter their name, and then 3 weeks later there's still 1 person. It just shows us that you're really not even trying to get anybody. I guess you figure you can roll into the day, but if there are waitlisted teams on October 1st and you're only 1 person, then you're coming out. That's just not fair to those other teams that have full teams. So if you're on a wait list, you better have 4 teams.
Yeah, I didn't mean to step on you there. Didn't mean to step on you. We've got a cool way for you to fill your team as well by using Players Looking Fall 22. So some of you have already started using this out on the Facebook group. Go out to the group. Put this on your post where you're looking for a player. If you're a player looking, use this as well. We've seen a couple already, 6'8" setter looking to play, that kind of thing. So put Players Looking Fall 22, and you can track that topic and filter the post so that it's easy to find out who's looking. Okay?
Right. Please do that. Now, let's see. Okay, here's our refund policy. We just jumped right ahead. Refund policy is this. You can cancel your own team up until the week before the tournament. You can just can't go in and cancel. If you do a cancellation, then you will be refunded everything except 5% for processing fees. These are fees that we have to pay, even if you drop out. Credit card, there's a bunch of other stuff, but it's if you win a tournament and then decide you don't want to, then we shouldn't have to pay any fees. We've done it in the past. It works okay. So we're going to continue that going forward. The next one, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. If you just decide you're not going to come and you cancel a week of the tournament, there's probably a lot of people that have dropped out on the wait list because your spot was there. So if you cancel a week of the tournament, there's not going to be any refunds. Now, if you have some sort of a situation where you absolutely couldn't, somebody, you all got in a train wreck or everybody's got COVID or something like that, just get in touch with us and we'll take a look at it. But they are people looking. So that's the policy for that. And no refunds for cancellation of tournament due to hazardous weather conditions. There's a couple of situations here. One, if it just happens that day, and we have delayed starting tournaments, and we probably get them all in. But if it's a one-day tournament, we just can't do it because of rain. There won't be any refunds. We've already got a lot of money invested. It's a small amount for you, but it's a large amount for us. If we find out that the week before that there's a hurricane, then we will work with you as best we can. But again, I remember that one cancellation we had to do in 2004, and I got stuck with 800 T-shirts. So it's a little tough. So that's our policy, and you will be notified of that when you register. So it's good to know. All right, Brandon Norwood. Judd Smith can he play down now? Ouch. I mean, he always did, I thought. No. Ooh. Oh, no.
Double ouch.
Yeah. No, you can't play down, Judd. Come on. Judd never tried to play down. Any more comments? Anybody got anything else? Okay. We see about 40 people been watching, so we appreciate it. Judd, I'm surprised you're not watching. Anyway. So emeraldcoast.volleyballlife.com is the place to go to register. Registration is going to start in about 17 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a little registration watch party at 6. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come back on and kind of monitor the registrations. We'll post some as they come up, let you know who's entered, who hasn't. We're going to give each tournament, first team per tournament, we're going to give 4 additional free drink coupons to them. So Megan probably won't come on right away because she'll be pecking away, getting on there. You don't get the free drink coupons, Megan.
I got my iPad ready.
I see. But we're going to, and I don't know how long we're going to stay on. We're just going to make sure you guys don't have any problems getting started. And so we'll be on there for a while anyway. And then if you have some problems, you can contact us. The other thing I want to let you know is that we're going to post a link to our StreamYard. And if you want to come on and visit with us, then you're welcome to do that as well. So other than that, we'll see you guys on the beach. Thanks so much.